friends, and welcome back to Player's Companion. I am Haley.
And I'm Dustin.
And today we are doing yet another D&D minis unboxing. This one is for Big B Presents Glory of the Giants. I totally knew what it was called. We already got some of the supplemental minis that you can see here. This guy was by himself, and then these ones came in a pack. They all look really nice so far. This guy is very cool. The details are awesome on this one. He's the Death Giant Necromancer, right?
Yeah, I love the little spirits, souls floating around him on his base. Very cool. So cool. The Death Giants are a band of cloud giants that fell into the Shadowfell and were corrupted by them. The Shrouded Ones, as they're called in the book, or necromancers, learn magic from the Raven Queen, and they have skulls from their victims they collect and inscribe runes on them, and that's where they collect the souls they have trapped in the skulls their victims they use for various effects.
And then this one has like a translucent skirt on. This one is just a Frostmourne. They look really cool.
So the Frostmourne is a frost giant that was murdered or killed in some way and has unfinished business and has arisen as a spirit seeking revenge. The reason that it has the translucent stuff on its body is because they can dissolve into a freezing mist to transport around. These all are inspired by the book here, also titled Big B Presents Glory of the Giants. Actually, for the first time in a while, they got both the book and the mini set out like the same week, basically, so they go together really well. And pretty much every figure, at least all the giants that you see in this set, will appear in here. So we're going to give you a bit of a breakdown as to what some of them are, because they're new to us too. Yeah. But if you want more details, of course, check out the book.
I think we should just jump into it.
Sure. We're just opening one brick here. We don't have like a full play set or anything like that, so you can see what a brick would look like if you were to purchase one yourself from the store. Really cool elements on this guy. That is the Furbolg Primeval Warden. I love the clear plastic energy shield and fire elements on him.
Yeah, really good details. This one looks awesome.
Now you'll notice that a lot of the figures in the set also just kind of skew a little bigger than others, so like there's a lot of emphasis on like Furbolgs and Goliaths and things in here. Also have a giant badger, not that giant, and a bugbear. I actually have a female bugbear sculpt, don't have as many of those. She has a nice blue dress on. And our big guy for this set, every booster has one very large figure, pretty much guaranteed in it. Sometimes you get some sets where they aren't that big. So we have a Fire Gaunt. The Fire Gaunt doesn't have as much of a story to follow as like the Frostmourne does. They are simply full of rage, and that rage keeps their bodies moving after they die. So their entire purpose is just to cause destruction before they eventually fall apart and are destroyed. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a group perhaps decimate a fire giant, to see it immediately rise back up as a Fire Gaunt and then continue to attack them until the body is completely vanquished.
We got the bag jelly. It's really cool for what a little thing it is. I really like the detail of the jelly coming out of the bag.
Yeah, so it's like a giant's coin purse that he dropped, and it's full of jelly. Oh.
Oh, guy.
I was thinking I need some of those.
An Edder cap.
Yeah, those are little spider, half spider people.
Oh. Kind of cute. See, I like all the bug things. Of course, I'm going to pull to the giant tick.
You don't like all the bugs, then, apparently.
And then a duplicate of this guy, the Stone Giant of Evil Earth.
What's interesting
it's his twin brother.
Yeah, he's not quite a duplicate, but
is it the same? Are they called the same thing?
I believe they are.
Yep.
So if you need guys with weird hats,
point at each other like Spider-Man.
The Stone Giant of Evil Earth is indeed an evil elemental worshipper. It worships Ogremok, is the prince of the evil plane of elements of Earth. And in theory, would probably also fit within the armies of Therisden, though it doesn't say so explicitly in his description in the book. So you have a Dilophosaur. We were talking about how funny is that the neck fan is not a real factual thing, but ever since Jurassic Park, it has dominated the Dilophosaur.
It's a cool design.
It's very neat. Do we have an orc? It's a very similar sculpt. I think we have a sculpt very similar to this in one of the previous sets, and they were a specific type of orc. I have to go and look and see, but we have an almost identical one of this kind of barbarian face paint, half-shaved head.
Oh, that was cool.
Kind of like before, though. Yeah. Another giant badger. This is a cloud giant of evil air.
Oh.
Okay, so we have a running theme here with evil earth, evil air. So we have some of the darker elements being represented here. Yeah, I love his boomerang action
His
pose.
wings.
Yeah, the wings on the back. He's got kind of a weird Outback Man kind of look going on.
One of my faves, Hobgoblin.
These guys are kind of similar to the ones from the Hobgoblin War Bands. They kind of thematically match. Don't know if it's the exact same sculpt reused or just very similar.
Just a regular old bugbear.
You know, with bugbears, you can never have enough. It's a good thing I say that because we have a lot of bugbears.
Giant poisonous snake. Ooh, this one looks good. I like
really
the,
nice. Yeah.
the spots on it and stuff.
Yeah, nice work on the
Nice color.
scales.
Yeah,
That's
it's really good. Frost giant ice shaper. This thing is, feel that. It'll hurt someone.
That's chunky.
The details on this are really nice. His face looks really good, and then he just has so many furs.
A little downside here. Two of your favorites, this one and your Frostmourne. These guys were designed with AI. They found out after the book was published that the artist used AI to create them, and that artist might not work for them anymore, or at least has been told to not use AI any longer. The Frost Giant Ice Shaper is basically just a frost giant, but what sets it apart is the rune magic that it has carved into its weaponry. These shapers have mastered rune magic on top of their already impressive giant powers, and tend to become the jarls of their community, typically leading their societies and also placing them up higher in the ordning of the giants.
Oh, that's the one I want!
First off, we have a Furbolg Wanderer with very, very funny little face.
It's got like Teletubby ears.
Yeah. Tinky Winky there, ready for battle. We have a Goliath Monk.
Xerxes.
Looking really solid there. Yeah, actually that strikes a fairly imposing figure, just being like a 7.5 foot tall fisticuffs combatant. We have another bugbear. We have 3 different bugbear sculpts in this set, so apparently they're expecting them to go with the giants. This one, so cool.
Oh.
This is the Spectral Cloud, which is just an amazing looking, just undead giant figure.
It's got kind of a Jacob Marley thing going on.
Yeah, with the chains on it, yeah. The Spectral Cloud is an undead cloud giant.
Okay.
Who has either died through some sort of act of betrayal or an ill-fated wager. And instead of dying, instead disguises itself as a cloud until unwilling victims get too close to the mist, and then it reveals itself as a tremendous undead form looking to absorb their life energy into its own. The book suggests a separate other origin possibility for one, where a cloud giant could wish for immortality much like a lich, and have its heart transported into a cloud, becoming a deathly combination of mist and enchanted gore.
Oh, okay. What the... Maw of Yinogu.
Yinogu.
Sure.
The Maw of Yinogu, whose loincloth straps, I realize, are not actually painted. They got a flesh tone on them, so too. But it's not just a Knoll god avatar, but is in fact a hill giant itself that has called out for help and been granted power by the Knoll god Yinogu. So it is a part hill giant, part Knoll monstrosity, and it combines the endless hunger of the hill giants with the ravenous desire to devour of the Knoll worshippers of Yinogu.
I don't like it. No! Oh, God, don't. I can't look at that one.
All right, well,
I want to swap boxes.
I won't touch this one. This is a Shrieker. So we got one of your fungal guys there.
Another.
Is it a bugbear?
It's the same female bugbear.
All right, more bugbears.
This guy's got a big fork. Goliath Chef.
Yep. There's one of him in the premium set as well. What do they look like? Are they the same guy? Different color scheme? Very slightly different color scheme.
Oh, it is.
My last booster on this side. Making me wonder why I bought that premium pack, honestly. We have orcs, another jelly bag, another bugbear, another of the fire hellion with a slightly different color scheme on him than the one in the premium box. The fire hellion is a cool idea. The background suggests that giants sometimes become obsessed with the blood wars and sometimes seek out or enter into fiendish pacts. The fire hellion is a fire giant who has made a pact with the powers of Avernus and has been transformed into a devilish, fiendish form.
Elf Druid Circle of the Primeval. Another orc.
It's cool. It's a different orc though. There's a detail on that one with the axe out.
A Sky Tower Goliath. Just totally covered. And then another one of this guy. I don't even know if we need to really show him off. Number 3.
All right. So we have just opened up one booster brick that's 8 packs of Glory of the Giants. And so we have this up now. And in retrospect, we pulled up this box, which has most of a set list on the back of it, but not quite all. So we kind of see like what we pulled versus what we could have pulled and get some thoughts on there. Yeah, in general, how you feeling on the set and on the pulls?
I feel bad that this is kind of a waste of money. If you buy a brick, don't get this, or at least get the brick first and then see if you got most of the figures, because we did. I think this is great for somebody who wants to know what they're getting and just get those.
You know, and given that the set list on the back of this shows all of the figures on here, and then the other 5 that are in this are listed separately, but did not look ahead on like Minis Gallery to see what the set list was like, so didn't know that these are also in this set with a different paint scheme. So, and they're all just uncommons. None of them are rares that would be necessarily like super expensive or hard to get. So, yeah, probably don't really need that. I would say buyer beware on that. Otherwise, though, other than that kind of feels bad purchase there, I think the set looks really nice.
Yes.
And there's some great figures on there.
There's a lot that I'm really excited about. I want us to incorporate them into games so we can use them, especially this guy is the coolest.
Looking ahead at ones that we didn't pull, I think most of the small figures we got a pretty good array of. I definitely would have liked to pull fewer bugbears, because we had a whole cadre of bugbears. Great if you don't have any, I guess, because we pulled like 5 or 6, which is a full encounter of them. I would have liked to have pulled more of the other caps instead. They're common, so they definitely could have,
I would have liked to pull the Fury of the Frost Giant Tiefling.
Yeah, the Tiefling
looks so cool.
And there's like 3 other rare Goliaths that we didn't pull: the Orc, Runecrafter, Wizard, and Bigby himself. As far as the giant figures, I do really like the hill giant that's in this set that we didn't pull. Of course, they have kind of like a hillbilly aesthetic in a lot of the figures, but a lot of them just look just gross and not imposing at all. And that one could still have like a bit of fight left in it.
Got some magic.
Yeah, a little bit of magic there. I do also like the other Death Giant. With the Death Giant, Necromancer is, of course, a standalone piece, but the base Death Giant who's in the set is also a very good piece. So overall, find you guys can see what your assortment might look like if you were to pull a brick and decide for yourself whether or not you think it's worth the investment. Thank you for joining us for this little sneak peek of Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know down below what you guys thought of the figures, what you guys think of the set in general, and what you might be looking forward to playing with yourself.
And if you got any, let us know which ones you pulled in.
Until next time, though, keep gaming.